The 298 people on board MH17 never stood a chance. Dutch investigators' forensic examination proved a Russian-made surface-to-air Buk missile detonated near the cockpit, wreaking terrible damage. But it didn't find the culprit. One of the world's top aviation lawyers, Jerry Skinner, who represents 7 Australian victims, as well as New Zealanders and Malaysians, is about to launch a major compensation claim.
We will be prepared to place an application in the European Court of Human Rights against the Russians and the Ukrainians for the various things discussed in this report: the failure to close the airspace, the failure to provide NOTAMs to the pilots that indicated we are involved in an actively hostile activity here with highly sophisticated weapons and you should not fly through here.
Malaysian Airlines is also accused of culpability, and a separate court action is already underway. The airline refused to fully cooperate with the Dutch investigators.
The contribution of Malaysia Air is that they were a little bit off track. They were low because of traffic in the area, and they were slow because of traffic in the area. So when they entered directly over that zone of hostility, they would have appeared to be something other than what they were.
The impact was devastating. The Jumbo crashed into a petrol station, sending fire 100 metres high. Those aboard had no chance. Those on the ground...
There is a precedent. Veterans of the long fight to force Libya to pay compensation for the Lockerbie aircraft bombing, which killed 270 people, remain optimistic they can force Russia to take responsibility.
Well, I never thought the families would see a nickel from Muammar Gaddafi, and the families of Pan Am 103 saw a lot of nickels from Muammar Gaddafi, and for all of his boasting and efforts to restore the Russian Empire, Putin is still a very practical, pragmatic politician, and he really doesn't want the nagging issue of did we kill 300 innocents hanging around. And from his perspective, it wouldn't cost him that much to make himself look pretty magnanimous. And it seems to me that he's interested most of the time in looking good.